What in the bird box is going on now, man? Now, I know y'all see the title. Do not dislike it yet. Y'all see the title. It says Draymond Green is better than Charles Barkley. That's just me being sarcastic. I don't mean it, alright? So back up. I don't need hardcore drugs. Not yet. I don't need hardcore drugs, and I never will be, hopefully. But I don't need the hardcore drugs. That's just me being sarcastic. Draymond Green said he is more impactful than Charles Barkley. Again, Draymond Green said he is more impactful than Charles Barkley. Okay? The guy who's never won an MVP says he's more impactful than Charles Barkley. A guy who's never averaged 15 points says he's more impactful than Charles Barkley. A guy who's never averaged 10 rebounds a game says he's more impactful than Charles Barkley. Let that sink in first. You see, some NBA players, they win a ring, and they get all cocky, right? They get all cocky. Like, oh, I'm better than this player because that player don't got a ring and I do. But Draymond, all rings ain't created equally. It's not. All rings are not equal, sir. Like, listen, your championship rings means nothing to Charles Barkley's career. Alright? It does not put you on a pedestal and ahead of him whatsoever. Right? It doesn't. Because he lost to Michael Jordan, and there's no shame in that. He lost to the greatest basketball player to ever play, and there's no shame in that. I like to see you go up against Michael Jordan and see how many rings you walk out with in his generation. I better be 0, especially if you ain't got carry, nigga. Come on, bro. With Charles Barkley's bad years, his stats are better than yours. Like, really. Fat Charles Barkley, barely can walk Charles Barkley, stats are better than yours at his old age. Draymond, you never averaged 15 points, nigga. Never. So you think you more impactful than Charles Barkley? You know what? This is almost as crazy as when Ben Wallace said Carmelo Anthony wouldn't have helped the Pistons do nothing because of chemistry. And that was crazy to me too, because that's a nigga with 4 points talking right there. That's a nigga with 4 points talking right there. Talking about a scoring champion like Carmelo Anthony can't help them win. Motherfucker. Another video saved for another time. I would do that video if y'all want me to, but that's another video. But back to Draymond Green. Charles Barkley averaged 25 points or more multiple times in his career. And a guy who's never averaged 15 points is talking. I want y'all to think about that for a second. I'll be quiet for a second. Y'all think about that crazy, right? A guy who's never averaged 15 points says he's more impactful than a person who drove his team to a finals games against Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He was the leading vocal point on his team, but the guy who's not even the second best player is talking. And I know Draymond Green said Charles Barkley has been talking trash for years, and he just finally decided to respond. I get that. But here's my tip to you, Draymond. When y'all talking basketball, and he's talking trash to you about basketball, and as long as he's keeping it about basketball, you have to eat the cake, anime. You have to eat the cake, anime. You have to. That's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could say literally than, oh, I have a ring and you don't. But you can't even break that up because you're not even the main reason. You're not even the main reason. Now, I ain't saying you didn't earn it. I'm not saying that. I know you did the dirty work. I know you did your thing. But you are not more impactful than Charles Barkley, which is what I'm talking about. That's my main focus on this video. You are not more impactful than Charles Barkley. When Charles Barkley died, we're going to remember his legacy. When you are out of the game, we're not going to remember you like that. You're going to be like, oh, the only time they're going to bring you up, nigga, is when they're talking about the whole entire team. They're not going to bring you up as one individual. We talk about Charles Barkley as if he was the only one playing basketball. We don't do that for you. We don't do that for you. We do not do that for you. So please, take your own words to accountability. Nigga, you thought you was Kobe? And shout out to the guy's video that I'm using to talk. I will put his link in the description, even though he don't need my help because I don't got no subscriber compared to his, but I will put his link at the bottom just in case y'all want to see what he's talking about in this video. I'll do that for y'all. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if Draymond Green gets one more ring than KD and he turns around and says he's more impactful than Kevin Durant. I know it sounds wild. It sounds wild, right? But I would be surprised if he did it. He just might do it. You played with KD. Charles Barkley did not. You played with Steph Curry. Charles Barkley did not. You played with Klay Thompson. Charles Barkley did not. Charles Barkley's best player that he's played with was Hakeem. And by the time he got to Hakeem the Dream, his career was done. Charles Barkley's career was done. But like I said earlier, even in Charles Barkley's done seasons, it's better than your prime seasons, Draymond. It's better than your prime seasons. Alright? I would take 35-year-old Charles Barkley over you right now. That's his production. And you're not even better than a prime Andre Iguodala. Yeah, I said it. A prime Andre Iguodala will wash the floor with you. I would take a prime Andre Iguodala any day. Any day. So, Draymond, I like you. I do. As a person, I do. I like you. Sometimes you're cool. Sometimes you're funny. I like you. But do not let them rings distract you from what you really are. You are a role player talking smack to a legend. Know your role and shut your mouth. Shout out to the Dwayne Johnson, nigga. Nah, but seriously, know your role and shut your mouth. What y'all think though? Y'all think I'm tripping? Do y'all agree with Draymond Green? I know y'all don't. And if y'all do, y'all on some hardcore drugs. Some really hardcore drugs. Now the question is, how did you get those hardcore drugs in the time of quarantine? Quarantine. I think I said quarantine, but y'all know.
Chasing that farewell tour. They don't love you like that.
By 17, by 46, is at 144.98. Victory here in Oakland, and my first.
Y'all, I was so angry that I forgot to mix up the clips. So you don't really see Draymond throughout this video. I was supposed to mix it up, but I didn't do that. And I apologize. But I was just so heated about what he said, man. I just can't wait to get my opinion out there. But, if y'all want to subscribe, y'all know the price, $3.99. So if you want to subscribe, go ahead and do that. But although I imagine that most of y'all didn't make it to the end of the video anyway. But if you did, go ahead and put that subscribe button. Please do so. And like I said, I hope you didn't push the dislike button before you watch the video based on the title. I'm out.